Hello, dear students. In this video, we're going to talk about the triangle inequality theorem. What this theorem tells us is that if we have two sides of a triangle, we can tell what the biggest the third side can be is and what the smallest the third side can be is. So we can figure out the range that our third side can be. So let's use an example to see what I mean by this. So let's say they give us some triangle and they say this side is 2 and this side is 3. So how big or small can this side be? So first, it must be bigger than the difference. So that's subtract. So difference just means subtract. So then what am I saying? I'm saying the third side, and we'll call this third side, let's call it x. Okay, so x must be bigger than 3 minus 2. So x is bigger than 1. Okay, and another way to write that is x is greater than 1. So this symbol means bigger than, greater than. Okay. Now, secondly, so this is the first rule. It must be bigger than the difference. Second, it must be smaller than the sum. So that's adding. So what's 2 plus 3? So x, it must be smaller than 2 plus 3. So x is smaller than 5. And another way to write that is x is less than 5. So that's the symbol for smaller than or less than. Okay, and then finally we can put it together and say that x must be between 1 and 5. So x is between 1 and 5. And another way to write that is 1 has to be less than x, which has to be less than 5. So x is between those two numbers. Okay. So now we know that x has to be between 1 and 5. So x could be 2, x could be 3, x could be 4, x could be 4.5. As long as it's smaller than 5 and bigger than 1, then we're good. And now I'm going to give you an example. And let's say we have a triangle. And these are not drawn to scale. So even if they don't look right, that's fine. Let's say that one side is 5 and the other side is 7. What must x be according to the triangle inequality theorem? If you said, so pause the video and try this on your own. So x should be bigger than 2 because 7 minus 5 equals 2. And x should be smaller than 12 because 5 plus 7 equals 12. Okay, so then that's what you should have gotten. This is your first challenge problem. So your second challenge problem, let's do another one. Some random triangle. This is 10 and this is 4. Pause the video and try this one. Okay. If you said that x is going to be bigger than 6, you'd be right. And x has got to be smaller than 14. Okay. 10 minus 4 equals 6. 10 plus 4 equals 14. And then finally, we could say that x is between 6 and 14. And for the first one, x was between 12 and 2. Lastly, why don't I just go over how can you remember the greater than or less than symbol? So 5 is greater than 4. 4 is less than 5. So you can just, if you flip the numbers, you can flip the sign. And the way that you should remember it is this big opening, so bigger, because this side is so big. And then this side is just a little point, so this side is small. So whatever the bigger number is, it goes with the big open mouth, and then the smaller number goes on the small little point. So big, open, small, little point. All right, over and out.